Big chest day today. We'll do a little bit of front delts, but for those who are new, because we've got new people every day, just want to real quick let you know how we work out, what we've been doing. We're going to continue to do it, which is 2 warm-up sets before the actual working set. So I might go really light first, 25 to 30 reps. Then after that, I'm going to up the weight a little bit. We might do anywhere from 15 to 20. And then on the final set, which is the third one, that's the only set that I actually count. That's the complete failure. Obviously, there's some days where that doesn't necessarily happen, but we do try to push it to complete failure and just have that one really good set, heavy weight, as many reps as possible. I don't count the reps I go until I feel completely exhausted in whatever muscle that I'm working. But before we jump into this workout, how many of you out there are completely free? How many of you out there are completely free with your mindset? Meaning you can wake up every day and you don't care what other people think about you, or at least to the point where it doesn't stop you from accomplishing your goals or setting new and bigger goals and going after the things that you want in life. How many of you out there do that? If you don't, man, you're really missing out. And I hope you get to that point where you chase after the things that you want. We only live once, and you don't want to look back 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 50 years from now with a bunch of regrets. So try new things, man. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is what opens up new doors. Sometimes you think you're called to one thing in life, and then you go through that door, and then you find out that actually you were supposed to go through a different one. And what failure does is it actually points you in the direction of the correct door that you were supposed to be in the first place. So don't be afraid to do that. Let's be different, man. Let's do something big. Let's get into this chest workout today. You know me. I'm all about the dips. Last time I was here, which was about 10 days ago, before I was in Rhode Island and Maryland and just all over the place, we did 2 45-pound plates and then a 25-pound plate. So today, let's try to up it about 10 pounds. Let's go with 2 45s if we can and a 35. And let's see if we can kind of rep that out. I'd be super happy if I could get anywhere from 8 or 9 reps with that type of weight. I think that would be really good progress for now, but stay tuned, man. I'm gonna check my weight. I need to know where I'm at so I can adjust my calories. And we're also gonna hit the grocery store, like I said. We're gonna pick up, as much as we can for this bulk for 1 week and try to do that under $100 as well. So stay locked. All right, 2 plates. This is the second warm up. I'm probably not gonna do 10 or 15 reps because I do want to save a little bit for that third attempt because we're gonna up the weight. But real quick, I can tell you right now, I used to be that guy constantly in here barbell bench pressing every week, sometimes twice a week. And look, it does make you stronger, but I feel like over time that does put a lot of unnecessary pressure on your shoulder joints. So what tends to happen with guys like that is we make these amazing strength gains and then we tear our rotator cuff or we strain it and we're out for 3 months, 6 months, sometimes 9 months to a year, where it's very difficult to do any type of pushing movement. So that's the last thing that I want. On top of that, because I don't have a spotter, I stopped bench pressing and switched over to dips. I can tell you right now, I'm so glad that I did. If you aren't doing dips as a natural lifter, these right here are the staple. I'm telling you right now, you've got to start doing dips. You can start with unweighted dips, work your way up. It's actually going to strengthen your shoulder over time too, kind of bulletproof it, especially on that stretch all the way down. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But on these, here's a proper way to do it. So you want to go all the way up, get a good squeeze. When you come down, you want to lean forward, back up, squeeze. Lean forward, squeeze. Ugh. Okay, that's good enough for a warm-up set. So we're gonna get some shoulders in today too. We're gonna do something a little crazier than usual. I'm gonna do some lateral raises. We'll do those to failure. And then once I'm done with the lateral raises, I'm gonna switch to the side and do some front raises that I showed you in a previous video. I can't remember what day that was, maybe day 12, day 13. And then after that, we're gonna go right into some upright rows, single arm upright rows. It's gonna be intense, man. It's gonna take everything out of me. But it's one of those days, man, where I wanna push myself. Going into week 3, I wanna set the right tone for this bulk. I mean, I've only got, 4 months, maybe 5 months at the most to try to get as strong as I can, as big as I can, get those new gains. So I don't want to take it for granted, and I don't want to take any days off. And I definitely don't want to take it easy on myself. So let's get it. Okay, let's switch. I'll just show you these on this side, because you won't be able to see them when I do the left arm. But if you wrap right into your elbow, you can do these just like you would with a dumbbell front raise. But I like these better. Sometimes I put the dumbbell down when I still got a few more reps left because my wrist has given up. Well, not my wrist, my forearms. You know what I'm talking about. But with these, you can't make that excuse. Ooh, really got to tire that shoulder out. Okay. So with no rest, right after that, we're gonna go into some single arm upright rows. All right, peoples. So I just realized I took my shirt off after those warm-up sets on the dips and I didn't put my microphone back on. So we're gonna roll without that today, no audio on that, but I will show the video. However, I did the same thing on these incline presses and I really pushed myself and didn't have the audio on that one either. So let's do one more set of at least these and then we'll jump into like some flies and things like that. More isolation stuff to kind of finish up the workout. And then we'll get to the grocery store. Man, I really pushed myself too. I'll still show the video of it. But unfortunately, there's no audio. Man, it's just something about being in the gym, man. Just working out with other people, everybody trying to get the same, everybody going after the same thing, man. Pushing themselves here before work or at lunch or after work or a day off or whatever it is, man. People just, you know, trying to push themselves to the limit, become the 2.0 version of themselves. I'm all for it. I love it. All right, let's try to get one more. I'll be happy if I get 6 or 7 reps on this one. But we'll leave the 25 on. Let's go. On these, I'm gonna have to go slow. So I don't knock the weight off. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. All right. Oh, that's 7. That's 8. Come on, one more. Woo. Man, hat came off on that one. That's how you know it's good. Hey, look, when you do those heavy dips like we did with that amount of weight to failure, and then you drop the weight down, bust out some more reps, it's okay to take a rest afterwards. And I'm talking about even if you needed 4 or 5 minutes, man, forget that 30 seconds, 60-second stuff. That does not apply when you're doing what we're doing today. So if this is something that you want to copy, man, feel free to do it. I would encourage you to. I think dips are the king of all chest exercises. But if you're going heavy on those weighted dips and then doing drop sets, Take a few minutes, man. Catch your breath before you go back at it. It's better to have a productive set than to try to force it too early and you can't really get much out of it. So chest is already warm from those presses. We're gonna get some flies in. However, I still like to warm these up before I jump into a working set. Still got the weight a little lighter. And then we're gonna continue to keep that blood flowing into the chest. So with these, you want a full stretch all the way back. Squeeze on the bottom. Really get that chest in there. Okay. I like that. That's a good warm up. All right, we up the weight now. Let's get a working set in. Let's go to failure on these. Don't stop. Don't stop. Come on. Come on. Man. Ooh. Oh, have you ever tried these? Let me switch the angle. Let's superset this. All right. Now these are definitely not something that you want to do right after ab day because you're going to engage the core on these. But if you take a higher grip, squeeze into your chest. Oh man, these feel great. And on the bottom portion of these, this really works your upper chest too. Try them. Final set. Let me show you guys kind of a new exercise. I'm gonna superset this. So we're gonna do front raises with the cables. We're gonna try to go as high up as we can to get the full pressure onto that front delt. And then we're gonna squeeze the chest. It's kind of like some mini, like half flies. Really continue to work that upper chest like we were talking about earlier. So let's get a set of these in and then we'll do a pump check, check the weight, get to the grocery store. Come on, let's go. Okay. And then let's switch immediately into those half flies. Oh man. Whew. All right. Man, all the blood's in my head. Whew. Don't pass out. That actually happened to me one time. Man, after I had my surgery, I was diagnosed with cancer about 10 years ago, almost 10 years. February will be 10 years cancer-free for me. Part of the reason why I'm doing this bulk. But 10 years ago, I went in for a routine checkup, and they had to do this thing where they put this dye all throughout your body. So the lady went to put the needle in to find my vein. And I just remember she just kept poking me and poking me. And I was like, hey, is everything okay? Like I was just in the hospital and they didn't have any problems finding my veins. She's like, no, it's okay. I think I got it. Anyway, I just started feeling worse and worse. Next thing I know, I'm looking at her. Vision starts to get blurry. That's it, man. That's all I remember. And then I wake up. There's like 20 doctors around me. Hey, man, we almost had to medevac you. You almost flatlined and your blood pressure dropped so low that we almost had to, evacuate you. And then I looked over at my arm, and what she did was she injected whatever it was into my tissue and not into my vein. And so it looked like I had a tennis ball in my bicep. So that's a part of the reason why I don't like going back to the doctor, to be honest. I'd rather eat good, take care of my health, exercise, reduce my stress levels. And if I absolutely need to go, I'll go. And I'm not telling you not to. So if you need to, please do. It's just sharing an experience, man. All right, let's check this pump. Oh, yeah. Let's look at that chest.